What's up, guys and gals? We're here on the next little job. Get to do a little bit of land clearing and burning finally. I'm excited about that, as long as the wind don't pick up today. But I'm gonna do this one just a little bit different than the way I usually do it. I usually come in here and knock down a bunch of stuff, open me up a good little area to burn, and then start burning. But I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to clear me a straight path to the back, and then start the fire, because I kind of want to use these trees as a buffer, because there's a house right there. There's nothing over on through the woods there. It's just they don't really want a whole lot cleared out, but it is very thick and they want it burned, so that's what we're going to do. Yeah, it's going to be tight. I may have two little fires going. That way I can burn it a little bit slower. But I got the 313 warming up and chainsaw sharp, so we are going to get to knocking some stuff down. So y'all, the first thing I got to do is get me a path around through there so I can put some fuel in this thing, kind of where I had to unload and to pull it up on the bank here to get it off the highway. I don't really have anywhere to pull my truck up next to it and put some fuel in it. I really didn't realize it was that low before we moved it, but it'll be okay. I'm gonna get me a path cleared right down the side of the ditch. I don't want to get in the ditch and then track over there. That's up the county ditch anyway. This customer's mom, the customer moved back home from Oklahoma after she retired. I actually cleared that lot out right over there next to her last year whenever I was doing the pond reconstruction job. This was a job I come over here and did real quick. Now she wants a little bit more cleared out on this side, but her mom accidentally set fire to the woods this past summer, so that's why some of these trees look burnt, which is kind of good because it got rid of some of the undergrowth. But I'm gonna get me a trail cut over there close to the truck so I can get some fuel in this thing, and then we will start clearing. Alright, I got some fuel in this thing. Now we can finally get started. I'll get these out of my way. Give me some room to turn around a little bit. Should make this nice little fire. It's not real comfortable about burning in here, but maybe to be alright. I did it before. See if I can get spun back around, get back in there. Take out the road signs. This pine right here is just all up in my way. There we go. Now let's get us a trail cut. I think it's going to take take a whole lot to get back in here. Further than what they wanted cleared. Tell y'all what, it never fails. When I get in a machine, my phone just goes crazy. I don't think nothing pisses me off no more than when my phone is just back to back dinging. And when I put it on silent, I miss an important call or something, so. Part of being a busy man, I guess. I'll deal with that dead tree a little later. If I'm gonna bring the dozer over here or not just yet. It's just really too small. I'm clearing probably not even a quarter of an acre right here. I think I'm gonna burn right down there, and there's a little dip right there. I'm probably going to try to burn that. It's going to be fun getting there to it. I ain't got really nowhere to put anything right now. But I just want to burn it kind of as I go, and that way I don't have such a massive fire, then I have to worry about catching everything on fire around me. It kind of helps slow me down, because y'all know how it is when you get a good fire going, you kind of have it stacked real high before you know it, and then you got a raging fire. Which it's been a minute since I got to burn, so I got to pace myself. I almost bought a dump trailer for this job, but I just really don't need it other than this job, and there's a couple times I could have used one last year, but really not enough to justify spending $15,000 to $20,000 on a dump trailer that is big enough to really do anything with. I can get cheaper ones, but when you're doing this type of stuff, this much clearing, and there's much stuff to haul off, if you ain't got a big dump trailer, you're just wasting time and fuel. Now it's about to get hairy. I ain't got nowhere to put stuff. I'm running out of room to swing. Cut around it. too much further, about 70, 80 more feet. I'll be at the back of where I gotta go. For now, they may want more, I don't know. Alright guys, I got me a path cut back in here, but man, this is just, it's a lot tighter than I even realized. I don't want to kill those bigger pines in the back and then of course down this tree line. So I may have to just burn up here in the front. It's probably what I'm going to have to do. So it kind of tapers. It tapers a lot more than I realized. They don't want me to get close to that little pond over there. So yeah, it tapers a lot more back in the back than I realized. So I'm just going to have to kind of burn right here, I guess. So let's take down some more trees. Alright, I got me a little area right here. I'm gonna start burning in. Like I said, I'm gonna burn it slow and just kind of work my way from the inside out. So let's go get a hay bale and get this party started. got the fire going pretty good. Make sure I ain't gonna tail swing into nothing. Fire's going good. I'm gonna let that settle down a little bit because, like I said, when I get a fire going, it's hard for me not to just keep stacking it up and letting her eat. So I'm gonna let that burn down some, and I'm gonna take some of these other trees down back here. Give me some wiggle room. I've got me a path cut out of here in case I have to get away from the fire, but right now it's blowing. It's kind of blowing that way, so that's good. It was kind of wanting to blow towards the house when I first lit it, but it's going the way I need it to right now, so try to get these back here burned down, and then maybe this evening when I need to get this one, I'm gonna have to swing it down, but I don't think I got enough machine. It's a pretty good size pine. Nope. Still just a little tight back here. Good old sticky clay. Go. We gotta get this one down first, then get up there on the hill, push it. Well, trees are aggravating when you're in a little tight spot. Now, here we go. Now she'll go. There's that one. I gotta hurry up, I'm sitting pretty close to the fire. I'll worry about getting the mud off of it in a minute. Don't want it to break. I'll just jump out and chainsaw them two up. There, that gives me some breathing room now. I'll try to fix this back as much as I can. Alright, I'm gonna get out and get them processed up and get ready to throw on the fire. It's a big mound of dirt right here. I'm gonna try to do something with. Kind of help level some of this stuff out. Yeah, it's burning down good. Alright, I'm gonna get this big pine right here down real quick. I've got me several laid out on the ground right there. I've got it cut up. Fire is doing really well. If I can get this down, give me a little bit more room around the fire. I'm gonna let that burn down a little bit longer and then go grab some lunch. I could probably get everything on the ground today if I really wanted to. Well, I know I can get it on the ground, but getting it on the fire, I just really don't want to have to stay here all night babysitting. Yeah. But if I have to, I will. Because I really need to get back on that, tearing down that plant project. Some of you that's been following along. Get back on it in the morning. But it's also supposed to rain the next, not tomorrow, but the next day. And I don't want to have to come back over here and try to rake around mud. And I also need to get this machine, get this job finished and get it ready to move to the next job while I am tied up on something else. They have finally started digging Carly's mama's pool. Those of you that have seen that project, they have finally started digging her pool today. So I'll be back over there. I'll probably have to take the dozer, or I may take the skid steer, I don't know. Depends on where they piled my dirt. Finish fixing her yard up. They were supposed to start on that thing as soon as I got done, and that was 3 months ago, 4 months ago. So yeah. Alright, well I'm gonna get these cut up and get ready to go grab some lunch, and I shall be back in just a little while. We'll see what the fire looks like. Alright guys, I just got back from lunch and come through and cut all this stuff up and get some of this bigger stuff on the fire. This is where we're at. Got a lot done. I'll have everything on the ground before I leave, and maybe on the fire. Careful when I kick it around like it is right now. That's when the ambers start to really fly around, and that's when you set the woods and stuff on fire. That stuff's just a little bit too long, but I kind of want to reach in here and break those ashes down a little bit so it ain't just one big pile. I'll have to come over here in the morning if I get everything on the fire, and of course break it out, stack it back up, let it burn down another day. I tried to cut some of this stuff a little bit shorter, that way it won't take as long. I as big of a fire. Burn the longer stuff. Tell you what, this old ground is soft. I've been teetering and tottering in it pretty good bit. I think I missed one right here. I'll have to come back and cut up, and I'll set it right here. That one, that's a little bit too long. I want to cut that one again. That one's almost too long, but it'll be alright, I guess. Yeah. Made good time on this one today. Not really blowing, so I'm making the pile a little bit bigger than I anticipated I'd be able to, but since the wind's not blowing, I'm going to take advantage of it, get this stuff going. Plus too, if I can keep it hot like that, it won't smoke the neighbors out. I'm trying to take my time and pick up all this little stuff too, that way I don't have to bring the dozer back just for a 20-minute rake job. Probably do the old pine dozer on this job. Alright, I'm gonna finish getting the rest of these logs on there and knock some more down. Alright guys and gals, I got 4 or 5 more little trees to take down. These right here are the tricky ones because I'm right up under the power line and the house over here, so oh man, that's close. Please go over. Going. I'm just taking my time with it so I don't snap it. There we go. Gosh, what a root ball. Alright, we got 3 more on this side, and I gotta take 2 more down on the other side of the house. I got some chainsaw work to do. Man, that stuff's heavy. Have to be careful not to get up into that power line. I think I'm gonna be good. Alright, let me get this one out of the way, and then we've got one more right there. It's a little bit bigger tree and closer to the power line. Alright guys, I'm down to the last one. It's a little bit tricky. I'm going to have to get way on up in the yard, but it'll be okay. It's really my only option here. Tried to cut it around it a little bit more. That way I don't have to fight with it. There we go. That's the last one by the power line, so I got 2 more on this side. Alright guys, so I got 2 more trees to take down right here. Y'all can see I am right beside an old pickup that will not move. I was hoping it would push over and me not have to even cut around it, but looks like I'm gonna have to. Problem is I don't know where the water line is going to the house. This tree is dead. The reason why she wants to go ahead and get it going. I really don't want it to break all to pieces, but I think it's gonna go. Straight up. Well, the bark don't look dead. I don't know. There we go. Whoa, 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 whoa. Kinda wanted to roll back. Yeah, she wasn't far from dying. Look at them roots, how they broke off. That's great. Alright, that was the toughest one. Now I gotta take out that cedar tree right there, right in front of me, because that's actually gonna be a little too close to her, where she's gonna set her home over here on this other lot I cleared for her. So she wants it gone too, so I said no problem. Get this straightened out a little bit. Track up there. Get that one. sweeper. I guess I'm gonna come over here and cut this one up, take it back and forth in bunches because I can't drag it across whole. I wish I could, but there's another tree that's gonna be too low. Let's see what we can do with the old cedar here. Gotta watch her. Another vehicle right over here. And cedars are good about busting at the stump, which their stumps don't really come up too great anyway, so it's not like it really matters. Alright, I'm going to get these processed up and over to the other side, and the fire is a little bit bigger than I wanted, but I wanted to get it all on here today. Guys, I'm over here the next morning. First thing, I'm gonna get this fire stacked up, let it burn out all day. Doesn't look like it really burned down too great on one side with all the pine over there, so I was hoping it burned down a little bit better, but I guess it'll be alright. Try to hurry up and get this thing stacked up and going while the dew's still on the grass this morning. I won't be able to sit with it all day. Try to get all these stumps pulled out first. All the big stuff. Crisscrossed in there. I got impatient with it. Should have took a little bit more time. Slowed down a little bit when I was stacking stuff on it. Get everything turned the same way. It's a lot easier to burned out a little bit better. They fall down instead of just staying hung up on one another. To me yesterday again. I figured it would, being up in these pines. Just see the little pollen buds growing on them everywhere. Get this thing stacked up the best I can and let her burn down for several hours, and then I'll come back a little bit later. Come back probably about 4 or 5 hours and restack it again, and probably about 3 more times, and it should be pretty well burned down. Maybe. So, I will check back with y'all in a few hours and see how she looks. Alright, I'm back here same evening, and it has burnt down very nice since I've been gone. I'll get it stacked up one more time, let it burn out through the night, and finished before the rain hits, but I just don't know if I'm gonna make it or not. I really didn't want to have to be trying to smear around mud and stuff. One little stick stuck in my tooth. Right there, I forgot that I gotta try to break out right there in that corner because it's half dead. Can't forget to do that before I leave so it can burn down. We don't like a whole lot more and this one will be done. It went very well, I think. Stack this thing up one more time and let her eat through the night. I hope that does it. I hope. Alright, I'll show y'all what it looks like when I get through stacking it up. Alright y'all, that's the last of the fire right there. We'll let that burn down through the night and see what it looks like in the morning. And right now, well I can, I'm going to take my last little log here and use it to rake the dirt and stuff around. This thumb and the teeth don't do a good job as far as grabbing stuff on the tips of them because it just wants to roll up in it like that, and then it's just going to be aggravating to I really needed a bigger log. There we go, try that. The old log dozer method. It'd be nice if I wasn't sitting on a hump. I just didn't feel the need to bring the dozer over here for 20 minutes of grading this stuff out when I could bit. Basically got all the stuff that would really tear up a lawnmower picked out. The only thing that's really left is rotten stuff. But if I see anything, I'll snatch it out. This log isn't going to be the best, I can already tell. But it does the trick. Take this job and make it look 10 times better just doing this, and then when it rains, that'll make it that'll help even more. Take anything big, I guess, left, either throw it on the fire or just throw it up in the woods back behind me. If y'all never done this before, it's kind of amazing at how effective it really is. As long as you get your kind of fill your stump holes and stuff in as you go. Gotta make sure I don't hit the power line. Wish I had me a little bit bigger log, that would help. My dozer blade's falling apart. Somebody's going to tell me I don't know how to operate a dozer because all my bark's still left on it. Oh me, I'll check back with y'all in a minute. Well guys, this is the last little bit. I was raking ashes out and I come across some big stuff up under there just like I knew I wouldn't. A little bit too much still left. I was just going to bury what was left there in the edge of the woods, but I knew it would catch on fire pretty quick. So she wants me to trim this tree up over here over the shed, so I borrowed a pole saw from Worx. So for once I get to tear his stuff up and then just bring it back to him. So let me get this tree trimmed up and let this burn on down. I thought I was going to get done today. Might not. Well, all right, y'all, I'm gonna call it on that one. Got all the ashes raked out. I tried to spread them out as thin as I could. That way she won't have to deal with them later, just like I did on the other side over there. I think it turned out pretty good for the little area I had to work in. So yeah, I'm gonna get loaded up and get out of here. I'll probably move this to the next job tomorrow or the next day. So hope y'all enjoyed that one. Y'all keep your eyes open. I'll see you later.